So add that to what you've been brainstorming. And what you guys should be doing is sort of looking at how your brainstorming will add into some of the points. However, successful R&D. So, for example, Saya's group came up with the idea that they'll get new customers. So we immediately started talking about the phones, right? So people move from, people are moving from different phone companies into SoftBank and, because they want the iPhone. So that's an extremely important factor. So, what that does is we call it opening up of the new markets, right? So you're opening up new markets. And if you think about it, hybrid cars. We also talked about hybrid cars in that group. So, for example, Daihatsu does not have the hybrid car, but Toyota does. The interesting thing about hybrid cars are the prices. So when we have the prices, here's the other thing that it can do. Is it gives you, it not only opens up, enhances, it can open up into new markets, but it reduces costs in the sense that you get customers paying more money for a car, right? You've got them paying more money for a car. So Toyota is, of course, the owner of Daihatsu. They're, the kind of Koga shop, but they'll always try to get the customers from Daihatsu because it's a more expensive car. So what I want you guys to do is sort of try to mend those together. I'm going to ask, in 1 minute, I'm going to ask you guys to sort of give me some more ideas. Remember, here's where we're talking about advantage, competitive advantage. Who was the competitive advantage professor from Harvard? Came up with the idea? Anybody? Famous professor, competitive advantage? You must know. Competitive advantage. His name? Porter! Thank you, Michael Porter. Point up, point up. So Michael Porter, right? So Michael Porter's competitive advantage. And here we're looking at it. What does R&D do? It gives the companies that competitive advantage. Think about companies we know. Think about SoftBank. Think about the iPhone, right? And here we've got iPhone into trend. Now, it doesn't always work. BlackBerry was quite popular. There's one student I know who loves his BlackBerry. He's always in the ozone. Maybe you know him. But the thing is that it didn't really take off because that Canadian company, RIM, was not successful in continuing with their innovation. That company's actually falling off. And Apple watched what was going on with BlackBerry, followed it, and took over RIM. I mean market share. So RIM is really on the way down because of lack of innovation, in my opinion. But anyway, so take a look at some of that. And each group, please come up with 1 or 2 ideas, thinking about companies and thinking about how innovation helps companies with R&D. How does it help? So, research and development, of course, right? So each group, please come up with 1 idea. Just tell us something that it does. And remember that on page 270, it'll give you help. This is the upper part of 270. The lower part shows some problems, things that don't work, and there are a lot of examples of failure with R&D, so you have to be careful. So again, page 270, everybody try to come up with 1 short, small idea. No idea. You say no idea. Okay, well, no, but take a look. Look at some of your brainstorming earlier. Here you can say, for example, to extend the life of the product, right? So now let's think about any of the things like this. Now here, fashion will come into play.